Okay, so right now I just came to my bank, right? I gotta get something notarized. Now, you can pay for notary, but if you have a bank account, just about at any major bank, even major institution, they do complimentary notaries for free. You know what I'm saying? Complimentary notaries. So right now, though, I'm doing my entity administration letter. This is for SAM.gov. This is like, you have SAM.gov, for contracts, for a lot of, I guess, for different things, for construction and so on and so forth, transportation. But as you know, I have a transportation company. So really, I've been on SAM.gov for since I started the company, 2022. Every 2 years, though, you have to renew it. I mess around and do everything, that was going on. I kind of missed the date. So it's still in the system, but then it still needs to be renewed. So then it got to a point to where I lost, switch phones and, all type of stuff, and so I couldn't really get in, because of the two-factor authentication. So anyway, they have this entity administration letter, entity classification, designation of entity administrator letter, and so pretty much it's just a form that you print out, you go get it done, you go, you fill it out, print it out, and then go get it notarized, and then upload it back into the system. It's actually a good letter, even if you do it just from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you go to SAM.gov, you can set up your account and set up your, and put your company in there. But and actually, you can just assign the role from the beginning. It really ain't a hard thing. But if you did this from the beginning, the designation of entity administrator, then once you put that in, then pretty much that will just filter through, and it'll pretty much just set up, the entity for you. I think since mine is already in there, it might be a tad bit different. I'm not sure. Something you have to check on. But that's a good site, for government contracts. SAM.gov is actually the site for government contracts. I've been getting a lot of questions, quite a few, about trucking, and even though, I'm not all the way active, because the thing is, you don't really have to be in a truck to make money in trucking. I didn't really start it to be an owner-operator. I started it to scale. I need one truck per child, so I need 17 trucks. I'm saying this is including my grandchildren, my nephews and nieces, and my children. So right now, though, we're gonna go in here, and this is I didn't have to do this so many different times. I did this 3 times in the last 2 weeks, because I also, your business address is very important too. So really, one thing I learned is when you even when you apply for loans and they see a home address, this ain't really no small, home-based business and this and that. When you're getting ready for loans, people don't really tell you this part. But when they see a home address, it's you're automatically labeled a high risk. You know what I'm saying? And so really, we can't really look at the few videos that we see of the people that's showing us, the success, but not really telling us what's behind it. We got to think about the hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of people that are trying to get loans and get funding that are not having any success, and we're not really understanding why. You know what I'm saying? Well, we probably do, but you don't understand the significance of a home address, a actual business address. When they pull it up, it's like a loan. You got to look at it, man. These people looking at it and then a lot of times when they say no, pre-revenue and this and that, no docs and this and that, man, they're going off of your purse. They're going to your personal credit. You know what I'm saying? So if you have no personal credit, you have no credibility, and you have no credibility. Your company isn't making $1. You know what I'm saying? Your credit score is 500. You know what I'm saying? And then we're going there, we're trying to ask these people for $50,000. What logical reason do you give these people? And and honestly, I was one that thought that somehow it was going to work. You know what I'm saying? But what logical reason do you have these people to give you some money? It's you can't even in their eyes, it's not like you haven't done it, you haven't took the time, but you just haven't took the time to do it. But if you can't structure a base business, you know what I'm saying, and have any kind of credibility to yourself, then what reason would they give it to you? Now, without the credibility to yourself, once you establish your company, even with your, with your trade lines, your net 30s and a few more, then you have a structured business. That means website, business address, business email address, business phone number, all this is separated from the individual. You know what I'm saying? And then, going there, and then, depending on the industry you're in, like trucking, transportation, I should say, it's economics. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of companies, especially we're doing this to employ America. You know what I'm saying? Not just for yourself. So anytime we're you know, forming something that could actually like provide jobs, then you know what I'm saying. Then okay, then you have people that'll mess with you. You know, so but first though, you have to structure it right. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have to go back to the drawing board. You know what I'm saying? Quite a few times. But we really like pushing for something big here. So with that, it's gonna really have to, you know, you're gonna have to, you know, it's gonna take a little bit more than the average little, you know, box truck company or whoever, whatever people be doing sometimes, which ain't no problem with that. I just have more responsibilities, so therefore, you know, that ain't gonna quite work for me. But we're gonna go in here, man, and get this notarized, and then we'll get to it.